Are you having conversations in your house of what are we having for dinner? And do you decide on Italian most of the time, like we do? Well, it's great to have chef, home economist, Italian author,
Yes.
Emily Richards, because Emily Richards doesn't sound Italian, but you have
I
a
know.
hardcore Italian roots.
Oh, definitely. I can show you the hair on my arms. Does that help?
But it's true, because a lot of the time, I don't know about you, we cook Italian
Yes.
a lot because it's versatile, it's delicious, it can be cost effective.
100%. And you just go to the grocery store, you can pick everything up and go home. The house smells amazing.
Yeah, like
and
it smells in here.
I'm going to admit, you got to have a little bit of bread around
Yeah.
because you want to sop up that sauce.
Okay, we want to throw this in. What do we have here?
So meatballs, family favorite, hands down. Ground beef is the base, but we're going to do this Parmigiana style. So I have you putting on some fresh mozzarella, and then you can sprinkle on. I'll do this for you while you're
Yeah,
doing that.
'cause we wanna
some
get this in the oven 'cause
fresh
we want this.
parm, and this really is the key to kind of having those nice ooey gooey meatballs. The meatballs have been cooked in the sauce for about 30 minutes. I do them in the oven so that they absorb all the flavor of the sauce. And then you just tuck them back into the oven, and then they're gonna melt. The cheese is gonna melt. The meatballs are gonna melt. They're so delicious because they have fresh breadcrumbs in them, they have a little bit of parm in there, and they're just super, super delicate.
Okay, so how long does it go in there for?
Let's check it in a minute or so.
Okay,
We don't
cool.
have a lot of time,
No.
so we'll check them in a minute.
So
But
that's one thing, the meatballs.
yes,
Okay.
and you can have them with pasta, Scooby-Doo. We both agree.
Oh, I love Scooby-Doo's.
They're
So
a
great.
kid. They're a kid favorite,
Yeah.
family favorite, or meatball subs.
Right,
You
and
know,
that's what we're kind of making with
we're
those
kind of
meatballs.
making those exactly, and they're great. You know, let's say you got a game after
Yeah.
school, pack them up, stick them in the car, and they're great, hot or cold.
Yeah, you can even wrap those up for lunches the next day.
Exactly, exactly. So this is another family favorite. This is a pizzaiola, which is basically a tomato-based sauce that has oregano, a little bit of wine, garlic, onions, and I already have the beef cooked off. So this is a great way to add a little bit of protein to these types of things, because a lot of the times when we think of Italian food, we don't always think about the protein part of it.
Like,
And
this is the beef here.
This is the beef. This is a sirloin tip fast fry steak, under $10.
Yep.
So this is perfect. Cut it up, brown it, and then we're going to make our sauce. So I'm going to
Okay.
get you to put one of these gloves on. Where did I put it?
Oh, it's right here.
Okay, put it on because
this is
this is
gonna
where the
take
fun is.
Oh, 'cause I get
Okay? So I've already browned the beef, and I have some mushrooms, onions, and garlic that I'm cooking here. I gave him a quick glove. And then I'm going to add some red wine.
Okay, so I'm going in here
You're
and
going
like...
in here and then just squish them right in here. A little bit of
Oh, I'm
oregano.
dumping it in
just
here and
dumping
then-
it in
okay.
here and then squish
Because
them.
is it best to, like, when you're buying tomatoes, to buy them whole like this or
Well,
already crushed?
It really depends. The crushed have a little bit of tomato paste in there, so they tend to be a little bit on the sweet side, in my opinion. But in this case, I want that rustic feel of this type of sauce. So crushing them, you don't have to do it this way, but it's always fun for TV.
Right.
You can use a potato masher and crush them up, or if your kids do not want any pieces in here, just buzz it up with an immersion blender.
Yeah, because
okay?
sometimes the pieces they don't like.
Exactly. So then you're going to give this a stir. This needs to simmer for about 15 minutes.
I can take the glove off?
Yes, you can take the glove off, which is what I have here.
So how
And
long did you say?
About 15 minutes.
15 minutes, okay.
Which is great because again, kids are hungry, parents are hungry, things
Yeah.
to do. So you get this nice thick sauce, and then what you're going to do is add that beef and all its juices back in there, okay, and give it a stir. And then we're going to add some cooked gnocchi. Now, this could be more Scooby-Doo if you have them,
Right.
But I'm just going to add some cooked gnocchi here just
Did
to
you
give
make
it.
this gnocchi?
No, these ones I didn't make.
But you like to make
I
gnocchi.
love making gnocchi, and it's a family affair. I usually roll them, and then I get the kids to
Yeah.
put them through the ridges on, and they
Right.
absolutely love it. So this is just a nice kind of whole meal.
Oh, let me check this.
And oh yeah, check and see how our cheese is doing.
Oh, that's going good.
Is it doing well?
Yeah, that's perfect.
So
Nice.
these are fabulous, and then
Oh, it
you
could
just
even go a little bit
yeah,
more,
it
right?
could go a little bit longer.
We got like 30 seconds.
We got 30 seconds.
Because
well,
because the frittata too, like that's
the frittata, so again, we always think frittata. This has potatoes. I made mini meatballs in here. So you can see
okay.
it's got those nice little mini
Little
meatballs in
guys
there.
there.
So we have the addition of that protein in there. And this is, again, favorite with a little bit of sauce, hot or cold. I know you want to dig into that,
That's
but
it. That's-
most importantly, you really have to taste the sauce because when the meatballs are cooked in the sauce, they're absolutely fabulous, okay?
Emily Richards, you're the best. We're eating Italian tonight.
Are we cheersing our meatballs
Cheersing-
first?
cheersing our
Cheers,
meatballs.
there we go.
That fresh mozz. Mm-hmm.